attitude and behavior of the people living in the society. They are the standards of living and a way to view one's life. Parents pass their primary values to their children and are then reinforced by social institutions like churches, governments, and school. It is also called as core values. So our values in is our guide in interacting with other people. So there is what we call as the core values. It also helps are on the right path and fulfilling their goals by creating an unwavering guide. There are many different types of core values in the world depending upon the setting and environment. So kani siyang core values mo, tawag ni siyang universal that all people are um are considering this. So sa ato here in the Philippines, so ato ang DepEd, we are following the core values, okay, which is makadiyos, godly, or relihiyoso. Mao ginay pirmi natong gi-instill sa atong mga bata. Makatao, humane or humanitarian. Okay, atong sige sulti atong mga bata nga dapat gumawa ka ng mabuti, maging maawain. Okay, so makakalikasan, nature lover, or you are going to teach them how to care for the environment. Makabansa, nationalistic, or you have to teach them how to be to how patriotism. Okay, so makabansa, you can kana mag-teach ta sa mga bata nga if na mo sing ani ang national anthem, you have to pause then para ipakita ang imuhang say nga na imuhang pagtahod sa flag nato, imo ibutang imuhang right hand sa imong chest, so mo na siya makabansa. Okay, so core values may also hear that a person fell in love with their other half because of their similarities in values. These are internal beliefs that dictate how life should be lived. So, some of us, di ba, kanang when kung katong kuan wala katong mga wala pa na minyo, so you're going to look at the guy, di ba, mas ganahan mo nga mas kuan na siya tarong pamatasan kaysa gwapo ra sa nimong gwapo kung walay tarong pamatasan, di ba? So, mutan-aw gid ka sa values niya. And some, kana mo appeal na ang ginikanan, so mo nga ginikanan nga, dili ko ganahan ana cause mao na siya, mao na iyahang kuan, palahubog na siya. So, those are kana ganing core values nga kanang na-adapt, kanang gikan na gyud sa iyahang family nga iyang gisunod. Okay? So some of the examples of core values about the life includes the belief in maintaining a healthy work-life balance and the belief that family is as of fundamental importance. The belief that honesty is always the best policy and the trust that has to be earned in an effort to give the children guiding principles for living a good life. Parents try to instill these types of positive core values in them. So kana kay anha ta sa school no nga, we are considered as the second parents of our students. So usay mo ingon ta sa atong mga parents, or as the saying goes ba nga, parents cannot blame a school for not nurturing values of the child that they have not instilled. So wala nila gitulo silang child, kita igo ra ta mo nurture sa kuan. Sa kanat pag bata kung wala na nila gitulo, since their home is their home ang kanang ilang balay pinauna nilang eskwelahan. Okay? So that is a big challenge for us educators to teach good values to our students. As they say that values are caught, not taught. So ang mga bata nato, they are good imitators. So kung mo na kita teachers, we have our code of ethics so that makita sa mga bata unsay dapat nilang sundon. Since di man nato matudlo nga mao gyud na dapat ninyo buhaton. Bisag kapila pa na ka module imo ipakuan niya sa kanang values din ha if wa nila nakita nga mao nagibuhat sa ilang teacher or wa nila na imitate sa uban nga which is kanang more knowledgeable or more kuan na authority nila di na nila buhaton. Okay? So next, so aside from positive core values, nasa tay mga negative core values. So it could be self-interest and greed can sometimes drive other people. These are examples of core values too. If they dictate the way the people live their lives, negative core values can also evolve when people tend to live in fear and insecurity and are obliged to focus on survival in difficult circumstances. Some examples of negative core values include a belief that the world is a fundamental, brutal place, that only the strong people survive, a belief that people do not have the power to change their fates, and the belief that life is meaningless. Kaya no, kaya natay nga tao, for example, di jud pingon ani nga class ka tao, and then nakay makita nga negative core values niya, makaingko ba nga, naday tao ingon ani sa nga people because mao man na ilahang environment. Pauguro na gi-instill sa iyang parents niya nga mao na siya, the world is like that, the world is brutal. So mao na siya. We came from different families, different cultures. So lain-lain jud ma-instill nga values ato ang parents nato. Okay, now the secondary values. So secondary values are flexible and more change. These are the influences that we adapt from our environment, the people that we interact with, the traditions that we have, and the situation that we have encountered. Okay, so sa ato ang Filipinos, namang yun taaning mga katong magipang discuss a while ago katong mga how to kanang mga traditions sa Filipinos kanang magmano. Karon kay mura naman sa siya na change nga pwede na magbeso. Okay, so it is open to change. And then kaning bayanihan not only kanang magkarga ka og kanang kuan ang bayanihan, it could be nga kanang sharing ng muhatag ba kas imong silingan og food. Kay ingon ana. So dili gid siya ingon nga kanang mao gyud na siya. So ang secondary values pwede na siya ma-change. Religion. So for example, mag-change ba ka og religion or even ang kanang pagkabata nimo Christian ka then later on naminyo ba ka og other religion then nag-change ka og religion. So it is open to change. Ang imong gisunod lahi na sad nga values imong gisunod when you adopted another religion. And then in your workplace. So for example, kita as kuan, if we are going to compare ourselves to other work, ato ikuan nga call center, then atong kanang compare sa teachers. So ang teacher daghan kayo bawal dili pwede sa teacher nga kanang dapat kanang dili ka mag-adto-adtog mga kanang places nga kuan kanang not so good tan-awon ba. Okay? So mo na siya nga kanang nadyo mga standard kada sa na say values or secondary values na gi-follow nga rules sa ilahang company. Okay, some examples of secondary values are religious beliefs, professional standards, business standards, cultural traditions, political philosophy, and individual differences. Mostly, these are standards that we are consciously abiding. People make adjustments with respect to the change of their society. This focuses on the answer of the question, what do you need to do, rather than what do you want to do? So pareha nato as teachers, di ba? So there's so many things that we have to consider. Pag hunahuna gyud tanan natong actions, it is nilabag bata sa code of ethics. Tingay mapariha ta atong teacher nga nag-TikTok nga kanang gikuan din sa DepEd. So ingon ana siya ba? We have to be careful. So kan secondary values. So mo na siya atong kinahanglan yung buhaton. Kinahanglan natong buhaton dili kay okay ra bisan unsa atong ganang buhaton ato arang buhaton. Okay? So there is a sense of obligation and freedom of choice when we are pertaining our secondary values. So naatay atong obligation. So obligation ani mo nga imo nang tumanon. Okay? and the freedom of choice when we are pertaining. So not nasa tayo freedom kung sa if ever